Previously on Corpse Party Blood Drive. Hey, come give me a hug. I'm your biggest fan, please.
You gonna do anything?
Hello there.
Hi.
And now back to peeing my pants. Ah. Oh. That's Sachiko on the right, and that's her mom. Is this when, did she like kill the principal, right? Or was it, yeah. It was like a muffled scream or a moan of agony. The sound you make when you want to make a sound but are barely able to. It was a little more forceful, accompanied by thrashing, caused the nearby table lamp to fall over and roll along the ground.
Please, dear, come now. You need to stay calm.
It's Yoshi Shinazaki's clinic. Yoshi herself was on top of her husband, holding him down with both her hands. She continued her Shinto purification chant. To prevent Saji from biting his own tongue, he'd been gagged with a towel. Needless to say, he wasn't looking particularly well. Ooh. Not far from where this was occurring, Sachiko stood aghast, trembling as she watched the proceedings with hesitant, sidelong glances.
It's Inagi no Okami, who visits the underground world and beholds foul spirits guide us to the cleansing waters of the Tatabana on the Odo shores in the land of Tsukishi. Gushi.
Wow, it just like kind of jumped in point of view. Is this like... So this is the... What is this exactly? Are we just jumping in this moment of time, or is this how related to her explanation that Aiko is giving us? Saji, still collapsed to the floor, was clearly suffering. His body was bent to a most unnatural shape, and he was firmly clawing at his neck.
I beseech thee, in the name of the divine virtues of the gods, gathered here to wash away the sins we committed and the impurities that dwell within our minds and bodies.
Sachiko's father screamed through his gag, foam beginning to froth on the edges. He was going to diagnose. Ghostly images of Shinzaki women from ages past smiled down upon the event from the ceiling, laughing and mocking his suffering. Jeez. Worse still, some of the women had traditionally blackened teeth, giving their smiles an unintentionally sinister edge.
Ah, yes, go die, evil one, die.
The atmosphere within the room was heavy, as if the spirits occupied every empty corner, dancing and flitting about freely and joylessly. Audrey's body sharply bent and began convulsing.
Come into this world, multitudinous still kami of a Haraidos. Dare, stay with me, dear. Ah! Miyono Mitama, I beg of you, please do not take him.
Her great-grandmother Sierra, the head of the Shinazaki family, was among the Black-Teeth women, laughing joyously at Saji's suffering.
Daddy! Daddy!
So his skin to weaken, his convulsions began to lose his strength. Finally, the last spark of life had left his body. His eyes rolled back into his head and all movement ceased.
Daddy, why aren't you breathing?
Sachiko looked up, eyes glazed over with tears. Yoshi was stricken with grief and despair. I thought that was the moment, because there was a moment that, actually I think it was the principal that threw Yoshi down the stairs or something, and that's why her head gets crooked or something when we see her. I can't remember exactly how I think the principal died. Was it Sachiko that came back and killed him? It caused him to commit suicide? Is that what it was? I don't know. Sort of, it's just like, it's been so fucking long.
This is what it means to be a Shinazaki, to be part of the cursed bloodline. All men who marry are guaranteed to die quickly. Not even Yoshi could circumvent that fate.
Oh. So how is she showing us this right now? Or is she just telling us about it and then it's just flashing back to it?
So she turned to the forbidden book, an item she and her family have been protecting for generations for those who might misuse it. The Grimoire, the Book of Shadows. To lose a loved one was a fate she feared more than anything else, so she tried to offset it through black magic. It was an act of truly absurd foolishness. She must have cared for him so deeply, she would have literally done anything to see him again, no matter the cost of her own immortal soul.
I got stared deeply into my eyes, simply fishing for a reaction to her tale.
But then, what happened next was almost beyond belief.
continued listening, unknowingly stroking the wound on my thigh as pleasant memories of my own foolish run-in with the black magic resurfaced.
The Shinozaki blood that flowed through Yoshi's veins was more powerful than anyone could have known. Its energy spawned something much different than what Yoshi intended. By which, of course, I mean...
I instantly knew what she was going to say.
From the book, she created a new Nirvana.
Oh. So, that's how Heavenly Host got created?
There, one could coexist with the dead for all eternity. It's a new dimension cut from the netherworld itself, forcefully born onto the world of the living.
Whoa.
Yoshi must have lost her sanity right there. She tried to leave her only child, Sachiko, in the real world while living with her husband's soul in the new Nirvana. The land of corpses. However, this Nirvana had a mind of its own. Yoshi couldn't possibly control it, Shinozaki or no.
I knew that all too well. Just like Yoshi, I'd experienced my own tragic failure with black magic at the Shinozaki clinic.
Black magic has its own blowback of sorts. Her husband's soul was split apart and scattered in all directions, and Yoshi's life too was on the verge of being snuffed out. She knew she made a mistake. She deeply regretted it, and as she took what she could have only assumed to be her dying breath, her sole daughter, Sachiko, in possession of a nearly limitless spiritual potential, absorbed the entirety of this new Nirvana into her body. Sachiko?
The poor girl collapsed to the floor, violently thrashing about as the weight of an entire dimension crushed her from the inside. This action had saved her mother's life, certainly, but death would surely been preferable. Picking herself up, Yoshi rushed to her daughter's side in tears.
Sachiko! Sachi, why? Mommy, don't die, Mommy!
Both parents and child were bawling, pain mixing with relief and mixing with pain again. The girl buried her face into Yoshi's bosom and just cried and cried. Yoshi grasped her tightly in both arms, tears streaming down her face uncontrollably. At this point, Sachiko's body had begun producing a dark blue aura.
I'm sorry, Sachiko. Sachi, I'm so sorry. Mommy was wrong. Mommy has you, so from now on, Mommy will never leave. She'll never even think of leaving you again. As you know, Sachiko is a direct descendant of the Shinozaki line, a thoroughbred. This means her power is greater than Yoshi's. It had to be, of course, for her to house an entire dimension within her body.
Aika took a big, noisy sip from her coffee mug.
At the time, she must have been the strongest practitioner of dark arts in all the world, little girl or no. Yet despite that, she wound up dying. That's right. The same day Yoshi fell and died, Sachiko disappeared. That was 50 years ago. Now. They were both killed by the principal.
Yeah.
Just as I suspected. The principal's heinous actions are to blame, then, for resurrecting the new Nirvana within Sachiko and creating the enclosed spaces we know as Heavenly Host Elementary.
It's probably because the school was the site of Sachiko's violent demise that her Nirvana took on its form.
Yet even then, with Sachiko reborn as a spirit in that realm, she was still all-powerful, seemingly continuing to exert complete control over it. I guess that's why she was able to manifest so many different horrible things in there.
It's all starting to make a sick sort of sense. The pieces were falling into place and painting an absolutely awful picture. I shuddered to myself as I considered it.
When you escaped, you removed Sachiko from the equation, but the Nirvana remained and is going berserk once more. It should have just disappeared. The world would be better off without it.
This entire conversation was a roller coaster of emotions for me. At this point, I was just angry at everyone involved in this whole ordeal, myself included.
Now then, if I may, I'd like to discuss something a bit outlandish with you. Okay. Would you like to see your dead friends again?
That certainly got our attention. We both perked up our heads immediately.
Spirits that have died in Nirvana are said to roam its grounds, trapped and unable to find rest. As such, your friends' souls may still exist on that plane.
Nah, help me, please!
Yeah, we don't care about that guy. There are actually a number of useful magics listed in the Book of Shadows. Aside from the spell Yoshi used to create the new Nirvana, there's also a spell of revival.
Didn't we try? Isn't that what we were fucking trying to do and totally backfired? Like, she might have knew about that one all too well. Yeah, okay.
Forcefully returning a life to this plane is, of course, dreadfully taboo. as is considered an affront to the will of God by virtually all religious organizations.
Huh? Shinuma seemed a bit more confused than he probably should have been, though I suspect the look on my face may have had something to do with that. I performed that spell, the very one Aiko was describing. It took hours, failed miserably, and killed my sister, all at once. The guilt returned. I lowered my head solemnly. Aiko grinned at me, and I had this sinking suspicion it was because she somehow knew what I was thinking. Though I couldn't be sure, and I certainly didn't know how she would.
Still, who cares about bullshit like that, right? You can be blasphemous, you can break every commandment. Bring it on! You'll do whatever it takes to resurrect your dead friends, no. All you have to do is find that book and cast a spell once more within Heavenly Host Elementary. Your chance of success would be much, much higher there, don't you think?
Hold on! You have any idea what you're saying? What happens if things get even worse? I didn't exactly mean to interrupt Kishinuma, but quite honestly, I didn't even realize he was talking. I was too focused on what Aiko had just said.
You know about it, don't you? Our failed attempt at Yoshi's place. Me and Nakashima.
Aiko tilted her head at me, that same wry smile creeping across her face. She'd gone from cold and emotionless to knowing and expressive in a mere instant.
I don't think we really believed what was happening to us. It was like a dream. What we saw was impossible. What experience was impossible. I thought I was going insane. I shouldn't have been possible. We shouldn't have done it. I just want to put it all behind me. But it was real.
Aiko pointed to the scar on my neck and then went on to further lightly, went one step further and lightly brushed it with her hand. I could feel that touch deep within my soul. I suddenly found myself swallowing my next breath, practically choking on thin air.
See, you came in contact with something ordinary people could never even imagine. Do you really think you can just turn and tail and run from that now?
Looked down again, trying my best to avoid Aiko's gaze. Shh.
Do you really think I can do that?
When did I start crying? Raised my head again. Intent upon looking deep into Aiko's eyes, she answered my question, but she looked so blurred through my tears. I could tell, though, that she was smiling at me. It's the same expression, her new standard.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Can you be more specific? Can I really? Yes? What is it? I want to hear you say it. What exactly is it that you wish to accomplish?
There's something very wrong with this girl. No, Ayumi, stop falling into the... Stop listening to them, for God's sakes.
Can I bring everybody back? Nicely done.
Aiko patted my head, as one might a dog's after a successfully performed trick.
What the Grimoire produces are miracles, spawned from the wisdom of the witches, and these miracles hold the power to bend fate. Even if that fate is set in stone, so to speak. You are a descendant of the house of Shinozaki, a family of immensely powerful practitioners of magic. And since Inoue is no longer with us, this is something only you can do.
My confidence was being bolstered by the minute, though in retrospect, this was likely Aiko's aim. Nonetheless, if there were still something I could do for my friends. Oh my God, Ayumi just plays into the palms of all of these people. Oh God, just think for yourself for once, Ayumi.
But wait, I don't even know where the Book of Shadows is anymore, plus...
It's like seriously, it's like... It feels like she's like never gonna fucking learn her lesson, doesn't it, you know?
You're no longer able to travel to Heavenly Host by way of the Sachiko in the EVERAFTER ritual, now that Sachiko is gone, correct? Yeah, that's right. That's what Yuki said, anyway. Or Yuki Kano, a girl from the school.
Aiko once again placed the bluish-white magnetometer stones from the box in either hand, this time fitting them together, though not quite the way they were supposed to interlock.
That's where these come in. What are they? They house an exceptional amount of spiritual energy, as one would expect given that they're spirit items from the Shinozaki line. The voice I heard told me about them. They're called EVERAFTER stones. EVERAFTER stones?
I leaned forward to spite myself. The name sent a shiver down my spine, but now that I've heard it, I had to know more.
These two are one. Fit them together like puzzle pieces and chant Nirvana, I summon the dead. And all who are in the direct or indirect contact with them will be spirited away.
Both flinched at her chant, but Aiko just smiled. She must have intentionally oriented the stones the wrong way so the charm wouldn't activate.
It's the same when you return.
She tossed the stones she'd been holding in her right hand into her left, where she clacked it together with the other.
Strange, isn't it? This girl taught me the technique herself.
Aiko gazed longingly at the stones. She was clearly utterly enamored by them. It seemed as if they were the key factors in unleashing her newfound emotional expressiveness. But my focus was elsewhere. Without a doubt, the items Aiko now held in her left hand were extraordinarily dangerous, possibly the most dangerous, horrific items in the entire world. However, while Aiko was ogling them with her left hand, her right was feeling around for something in her breast pocket. She slowly removed it, producing an old black and white photograph. When had she taken that? It was the same photograph I'd seen at Makina Shinazaki's house the previous night. Yeah. She was a young Yoshi alongside her mother, Makina.
When Yoshi was in her teens, she adored her aunt Makina and would often go to her place for a visit. The Shinazaki family, world famous for their spiritual abilities, and this was when it all started. The surviving elder of the Yaguro Society felt it was dangerous to leave these items with the Martubas, so he came here intending to steal the Book of Shadows away from them. But he felt it would be even more dangerous for the book and stories to remain together. So while he gave the book to Yoshi for safekeeping, he gave the stones to Makina.
I see. That's interesting. All right. Yaguro Society. Martubas? I've never heard these terms before at all. And then there was that damn Book of Shadows again? Why do they have to keep coming up?
You removed Sachiko Shinazaki from the school. And in doing so, you created the perfect storm of opportunity.
Did we really, though? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if I totally buy that.
Two-way travel to and from the dimension is now possible. It's no longer one-way road. A new spiritual hotspot, something not of this world, has been born.
I don't know. I don't know if I buy that. It's like... Again, we're just listening based on what this person is saying. We're just choosing to believe what this person says. Just like when Naho said about the fucking Sachiko EVERAFTER thing. It's just like, we just keep buying into what people tell us. The girl telling us that we had to get the Book of Shadows, you know? Which is obviously for the bidding of that other chick, you know? It's just... it seems like just... A lot of these... It just seems like Ayumi is so stupid. She just keeps playing into the palms of all of these people. I just don't know why she can't figure that out. She thrust the EVERAFTER stones towards me triumphantly and continued to make her pitch, growing more excited by the second. I was legitimately speechless. What could I say?
Don't you see? That place is a gold mine. People can no longer claim the world of spirits is fake, or that spiritual investigators like myself are lying. It's all different now. Occult research can be legitimized. I'm even considering bringing people to the cursed dimension on tour if I can, to make a little extra cash.
Are you fucking insane? Alright, you go first. Yeah, you go first, dum-dum. Let's see how you survive. You were fucking stupid as shit. And as you see to the left here, some more giblets of the students that died here. And you see to the right here, that's those appear to be my giblets that I've just shot out of my stomach. Well, I believe this is ends the tour for today. Kisanu and I both reacted to this preposterous suggestion from the start. She couldn't possibly be serious, could she?
I've deleted the proxy doll data from Naho's blog, so no one will be able to jump that way anymore. Only I possess the means to enter that place now.
What's she possibly been thinking? I wanted to stop her at once. I wanted to take these stones and break them right there on the spot before anyone else got hurt. But I...
When I begin conducting these tours, however, I want to make customer safety my top priority. And to you seek your friend's spirits, do you not? Well, reinvestigating that dimension could help you reach that goal. Our destinations are the same, Ayumi.
What? How are they the same?
They're the same in that you want to revive your friends, and I want to start my own tour of the dead people place. My own tour through hell.
Michael leaned in as she spoke, her breath scented with the sugary sweetness of extravagant desserts. Sorry, I keep yawning. We'd been eating tickled my nose.
So what do you say? Let's go back to the Heavenly Host Elementary together. One more time, shall we? I really want to conduct tours using the paper dolls, but I missed my chance now. Now, though, I have these lovely stones. I feel this must be fate, and I can make a business of it.
I her seemed like she was on the top of the world. That just made me all the more disgusted with her.
So how about it?
On the other hand, she was offering me a chance to save our lost friends. However remote that chance may have been, it stacked the odds frustratingly in her favor. I still couldn't just say yes, but I also couldn't say no. Honestly, I resented Aika for putting me in this position, and I glared at her for a moment before I said anything.
I can't answer that right now. Give me some time to think it over.
I'd almost forgotten Kishinuma was there. Sudden waves of guilt washed over me, and he had an absolutely incredulous look on his face. I couldn't bear to see it, so I looked away. He was like, oh?
We don't know where the Book of Shadows is anyway. Plus, how do we know these stones can actually do what you say they can? There's no way you could have already tried it, right?
Nico smiled. She oriented the two stones so they'd form a perfect yin-yang symbol and then slide them together once again. Immediately, the stones began glowing with a bluish white hue, and a stream of energy started to form around her. You gotta be kidding me. Aiko continued smiling and looked directly into my eyes.
No need to decide now. Think it over. Yes, it's true. If the full range of these stones' power has yet to be tested, so their true danger is as of yet undetermined.
Thing is, she wants us to go and pretty much again be like fucking guinea pigs. It's like, I think she wants us to go and like, if anything happened, well, no, like pretty much check and see if it's fucking safe, right? Is she gonna come with us? I don't imagine she will. She'll be like,
okay, you guys go ahead, and I'll just sit here and laugh maniacally. If you don't come back, then I know it's not good to go. It's not safe to go there.
She slowly separated the two stones as she said this, and the energy surrounding her dissipated.
But they're from the home of Mikina Shinozaki, a prominent branch of the Shinozaki tree. Their authenticity and credibility of my intelligence is hard to dispute.
Hell of a thing. Can I see them? Shinuma didn't wait for an answer. Grabbed the Ever-After stones from Aiko's hands and began examining them carefully. I believe this is what was in that box. You were planning on keeping those stones all to yourself, were you? I was soon taken aback by the question. Way to go, Kishinuma. You managed to catch her off guard. Half the credit for finding them is due to Shinozaki risking her skin, after all. Aiko seemed to ponder these words for a moment.
Well then, let's make sure neither of us can go by ourselves. We'll keep one or two of the stones. We'll each keep one of the two stones.
Ah.
Alright, give me one, Kishinuma.
Sure thing. Shinuma plopped one of the stones in my hand and then slipped the other back in the drawstring pouch Aiko had brought them in and closed it up. There. He casually handed the pouch back to its rightful owner.
Feel free to give me a call anytime you'd like, and don't worry, I'll even help you find the Book of Shadows, free of charge.
Aiko flashed us the biggest, most gregarious smile I think I'd ever seen.
And when we do find it, you'll go with me, won't you, Ayumi?
Okay, so she is planning to go. Okay. I closed my eyes and gave something like a half-hearted half nod, lowering my head without raising it again. Disturbed it as a yes, but I'm not sure I meant it that way.
Good. That being the case, it's on me today.
Aiko got up and grabbed the check.
No, I'll pay for mine.
Took my wallet. I had no desire to owe this person anything. Aiko just smiled.
Dutch it is, then. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. I'd like you to have this.
Aiko handed over her thoughtograph to me. Ew, I don't want it. No.
Now, it's not going to bite you. And I'm not asking any money for it, so please, just take it with my blessing. I'm sure it won't try to murder you or something later.
What? Is it just me, or does our heads seem ridiculously big for our bodies?
I knew we're so chibi! I despise her.
Me too. What a frigid bitch.
Susamoto, Shinohara, Moshiri. Ah! Miss Yui.
Do you guys know if you say Moshirige 3 times in the mirror, he'll come flying out? He'll just be like, ah! Oh, God, save me! And then he'll just go back away. You'll sit there in the bathroom and be like, what the fuck was that?
So you're done with those 4. I'm breaking the stone.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. You better make sure to break the other one, though, too, while you're at it. As if he'd been waiting for this cue, Kishinuma pulled the other stone from his pocket. Oh!
Kishinuma?
She didn't know what it's like in that school. I mean, she was actually getting excited about going there. So I held myself when she wasn't looking.
Kishinuma, that's amazing. You're terrible. Oh, you're so hot right now.
Serious business calls for serious action. Though, Shinozaki, I don't know how to say this exactly, but the whole resurrection thing, the whole situation with Suzumoto and the others, should probably just be left alone, don't you think? You've gone through so much already, and have come really close to dying, and I don't think any of them, Suzumoto, Miss Yui, Shinohara, or even Moshirige, would want that. I don't care! Save me! Save me, you bitch!
But that might not be true.
Oh, damn it, Shinozaki! Just stop! Do you know how much Satoshi and Nakashima have been worrying about you?
I'm sorry. But Kishinuma, please, you have to understand, I just need a little more. I need you to humor me just a little bit longer. Please just let me do this.
So we're planning to do this thing where we... Fine, but listen, you're not doing it alone. I'm going to keep one of the stones.
Okay.
I don't know, I mean, I was actually feeling better about the chick coming with us, because then at least if shit went down, she'd be there to get fucked up too, you know? I'd be like, ha! See? This place sucks, doesn't it?
Yes, it does! Why did I come here?
Oh, you're my little buddy. You'll be alright, you know? You're really short. I turned my gaze up to meet Kishinuma's. My eyes must have looked like saucers, windows into the mind full of worries, ideas, and fears spurred by this unexpected turn of events. If anything happens, don't hesitate to call me, okay? I'm here for you. And I want you to blindly rushing into dangerous situations like you did yesterday. And please, for the love of God, just go out with me. Come on. Come on. Just do it. I'm awesome. We're good together. You're crazy. I'm awesome. That's just crazy awesome right there. What does that make? Crazy awesome. We may not be able to offer much, but I'm confident at least I can protect you from harm. And we can make out when we're not being murdered. Shinuma patted me on the head reassuringly as he said this, and I had no idea how to react. I felt warm and safe, but also a little annoyed, much like a younger sister being simultaneously comforted and scolded by her big brother. All I could say in response was, "Baka!"
Okay.
Feel my eyes still bulging from my head, opened as far as my eyelids would allow. I imagined how I must have appeared to Kishinuma, but I was momentarily embarrassed. Come on now, let's get you home.
Okay. Whee! I don't need anything right now.
Hi there, generic student.
He's like, seriously, what's it taking? The body's about to that. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill him. Okay.
Sanitary recently. It's clearly clean inside. It smells like plastic bags. Ready to head home? Oh, not just yet. When are you ready to go? All right, let's go run around and find shit. Yeah, so much stuff to look at. Yay. We're running up these stairs with Mayu Suzumoto at the time. It never dawned on me that the legitimacy of those memories could have been called into question. Why would it? When you graduate, transfer, get married, you're always still able to see one another as long as you're both alive. But in this reality, it's as if Suzumoto never even existed. I gotta say, I'm actually fairly engaged so far. I mean, I do feel like, I mean, and it's sort of a common problem among not just Corpse Party, but pretty much any horror games, is that the characters do stupid shit, you know? I mean, this seems like such an obvious trap that you know, we just seem to be walking right into, but I think the lore behind a lot of the Corpse Party is what probably makes it the most intriguing, you know? And again, there are a few good characters, you know, and like I said, I think Yoshiki's an awesome character. Ayumi's like kind of the stupid one that kind of, I don't know, it seems like she's the one that sort of just kind of believes what people tell her. I don't know, it's Toshi's alright, Yuka's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know, it's a lot of weird, actually there's a lot of weird characters in this game. But they make it interesting, you know? Where are all the people? The streets seem unusually quiet. Is it just because of the late hour? Where are y'all at? Run. Sign door read closed for the day, though this building has actually been vacant for years.
Used to be a photo studio, I think.
Oh my god! So human arm poking out through one of the holes in the garbage bags. Though on closer inspection, it's from a mannequin. God, that scared me. That was a bit of a joke, wasn't it? See, because it's sort of, that was kind of hard to examine because it was obscured by the stairs, so they just sort of threw that in there like, if you manage to actually examine this, we'll just freak you the fuck out. How about that? Okay, it looks like it's all over here. Ready to head home? Come on, then let's go. Hop on my back. Yoshiki, away!
Dude. I'm home. Oh, hello there, my crazy daughter. Welcome back. Hope you haven't been stabbing yourself again. Lou, what are you watching? A big green blob? Ooh, that's my favorite show.
News anchor. News as of yet. Of yet another bizarre death has just come in. This time, Mr. Okabe, who was discovered in the city at this location, having suffered a broken spine as well. We haven't been able to figure out why, so we all decided we're just gonna move on with our lives. Forget about it. Tokyo map was displayed on the television screen, marked 2 red dots. The marquee at the bottom provided the headline, "Sudden violent deaths remain unexplained."
Yeah, that's not cryptic. Dinner will still be a while yet. Maybe you should take your bath first, Yumi. Oh, are you saying it's time for fan service? Yes, it's time to get naked and give some fan service to the people playing the game. Okay. Gonna get naked.
That thing, I left the socks I just removed from my feet on the living room floor and began walking toward the bathroom.
Hey, socks! Ah! I don't want anything on this floor!
Literally, look how barren this room is. It's almost a bad habit, but mine so ingrained within me that it almost had become ritual. Mom did well to caught it so quickly I grabbed my socks and left the room.
Can I really bring them all back? If I use the Book of Shadows inside Heavenly Host this time, it might just work.
Set my back down quickly and automatically grabbed my sweatpants and spats and made a beeline for the bathroom. I knew it! Well, she's got her clothes still on, so that's a good sign. When I got there, I threw my socks in the hamper and with purpose and began peeling off my school uniform. As I observed myself in the mirror, I began to murmur. Oh, you see the mark on her neck.
Blowback. If I'm not careful, the same thing could happen again.
These burn marks on my neck and arm were internal reminders of what I'd been through at the Shinozaki estate. I clearly remember the agony I went through as they had formed. I remember watching them sear into my flesh out of thin air, blood spurting them as if I'd been knifed. Only survived because Hanoe sacrificed herself in my place.
I have to do it.
I tried to force my self-confidence into my expression. When it wouldn't come, I slapped my cheeks hard as it was in me somewhere. I just need to be yanked out of the open.
You have to do your best, damn it. Now time to get naked.
I lowered my head into the water ever so slightly, blowing bubbles in the water with my mouth. The pros and cons returned to Heavenly Host were racing through my head.
It's the power to challenge fate itself, to rewrite it. And I'm a Shinozaki, so this is something only I can do. I have to show everyone that I can bring them back.
You don't really have to.
Playing with the Book of Shadows. I need to get my hands on it again.
God dang it. Oh, here we go. By the way, you guys thought, so some of you guys were like, okay, you thought the Kameda voice sounded too crazy, and you thought the Seven voice was like, I don't know, it was maybe like too gangster for this guy or something, but you thought maybe, based on his sort of snarky personality, the Joshua voice might be best. So I'll give him the Joshua voice then, since that'll probably work too, I think. You're seriously going to look for the Book of Shadows? Your lack of sense never ceases to amaze me. Huh? Ah! Ah! No, you're supposed to go, Kia! It's just about the last thing I expected. I couldn't help but scream. The same boy had found his way into my room last time, wearing the exact same clothes. He spoke to me without once turning his head to look in my direction. So, you know about Nirvana now. You finally pieced it all together and realized what you have to do. He smiled, still facing away from me. It was a confident yet sinister grin.
Why? And how?
Hiding one's presence is about as basic spell as they come. There's no need for the blown gasket. As for why I'm here, it's to remind you of who you are and what you have to do. Your bloodline carries with it a certain responsibility, after all.
You? Pervert, stalker, molester! I'm calling the cops!
Face had been as red as fire by this point. Shut the fuck up, titless! Who you calling a pervert when you got the body of a grade schooler? Ain't nobody gonna want to see a washboard like that.
What? What?
Oh, might have felt like it now housed all the blood from my entire body. Imagine myself white as a sheet below the neck and the flashing red above it on the verge of a megaton explosion. Just listen up. The Book of Shadows is back in the Nirvana. It happened when you messed up the Shinozaki estate. Here. Hand me the thoughtograph from Aiko.
What are you trying to pull?
Just look at it, you blind bitch. Here, right the fuck here. Grabbed the photograph from his hands, aggressively as they could muster, and then backed away slightly, putting as much distance between me and him as humanly possible. It's definitely the same picture of the little girl holding the hatchet that Aiko had shown us earlier. But now I noticed that she was holding something in her other hand, too. Oh, yeah. It was a hardbound book around the size of a typical desk dictionary, and though I could barely make it out, there was a certain aura to it that looked an awful lot like a face.
God, it is.
If you want to use his powers, you gotta go back to the Nirvana. Or should I say, back to Heavenly Host. Jump over there and get the book, and then maybe, just maybe, you can make your wish come true. He stuck out his hand and pointed it directly at my face and slowly lowered it down toward my abdomen. He's now inexplicably pointing at my lower body, but as soon as I started getting self-conscious, he flipped his hand over and opened it, exposing his palm. There's another piece of 10-yen gum cup there, same as before. We're not sure why I took it, but I did without ever even thinking. As soon as the exchange was made, he immediately turned toward the bathroom window, apparently prepared to make his escape.
Who are you? And why me?
I just seemed to stop him in his tracks.
Aren't you going to explain all this?
I was about to drop my guard, wasn't given the opposite disadvantage this boy had over me. But he didn't seem like he'd come to attack me or anything. Or it was almost like he was trying to lead me somewhere, to show me the way. I can't answer that just yet. He turned his head towards me just enough that I could catch a brief glimpse of his eyes beyond his hood. They were ice blue in color, but gentle and sincere. I smiled almost more as he leapt out the bathroom window. I was kind of dumbfounded. I had no idea how to process what had just happened. Oh, now my mom comes fucking running in here? What took you so long? Good lord.
What's wrong, Ayumi? Are you okay?
Mom barged in the bathroom, brandishing a broom. It was probably the first thing she could find to fend off the potential intruders. Too bad she hadn't been just a moment quicker. All I could do was squat on the cold bathroom floor and stare at her with hollow eyes. There's no way to adequately explain any of this to her.
A boy was in here. He was trying to molest me. Oh my god!
Now let's go to the grocery store. Yay, my favorite place ever. Ugh, damn it, where's the booze? It's late at night and I still hadn't bothered changing out of my school uniform. I needed food, so I decided to head up the convenience store on my way back home. Yeah, it kinda sucks, it doesn't seem like I can actually, like, save any way in the middle of all this dialogue, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I'll save my game. Picked up a bottle of olives, a pack of tofu, some mineral water, and some other various things to keep me going for a while. How's this? I can hardly believe it. There's actually an alcohol section of the damn mini-mart. With all that kinds of stupid stuff like spirit talisman magnets and anti-demon wards. Grabbed one of them at the shelf and at random and looked at the company logo on the back side. PL Promotions Co. Inc. These last 2 months since we had gotten back from Heavenly Host seemed like there was a real spiritual boom going on all over the world. Whenever there'd be a strange death or something, the public would be all over it. They're right excited about the possibility that it might be supernatural in nature. It's all over TVs and magazines, too, with independent researchers checking out spiritual hotspots and giving fancy new age advice to people just to boost ratings or sales. And now this, exorcism merchandise next to pre-packaged cupcakes and ready-made dinners. Your talisman's in the corner store now, huh? Not too long ago, I made fun of all this crap. It's not a laughing matter anymore, though. Never thought I'd see the day when I pick up one of these things and wonder if it actually works. The item I was examining happened to be one of the spirit talisman magnets, seemingly the last one in stock. Harumph! An old lady suddenly reached around from behind and yanked it right out of my hands. What? She glowered at me for a moment before taking her prize over at the register. I just stood there staring blankly at her as she walked away. Huh. The hell? Crazy old bitch. Thank you very much. Come again. Thanks, Curry. Yeah, dude, I work here now, dude. I've got a thing. And now I'm Yoshiki. I feel unstoppable as Miss Yoshiki. I can't believe this. The game doesn't give you many save points. Just like long periods of. Makes it kind of hard to find a good place to stop. This looks like it's going to be one of those games where I have extended playthroughs and I have to break it into pieces or something. So, where are the bouquet of flowers?
Oh yeah, I heard there was a serial killer who recently done a middle school girl around here. They probably left it in memory or something. It's pretty messed up. Am I gonna find the hand here? Dun dun. Ah! Ooh, just a cat. Don't know, I feel like an idiot now.
What is up in this trash bag?
Serious shit is going on here. So I just want to go home, I think. Now fuck that, I want to go over here. I'm going up the stairs. No, fine. First I'm gonna rummage through the garbage, like I always do.
Kishinuma?
Hey! Shinozaki! What are you doing here this late? I thought you went home.
I did. Sorry to accost you like this. You just get off work?
Yeah, I had the late shift today. You're telling me you've been waiting here for me this whole time, have you? Man, I'm really sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's actually a really chilly night. I can see Shinozaki's breath dissipating around her chins in short, frequent bursts.
It's not fun at all, you're shivering. You can come in if you want. I'll get you some hot tea or something.
Thanks.
We can also make out if, feel like it.
My room was on the second floor of the apartment building, and I hadn't been expecting guests, but I just tidied it up for my own sake a little while back, so it was fairly presentable. Shizaki immediately sat down on my bed and began sipping tea I made for her. She was holding it in both hands, probably less for politeness and more just to warm them up.
Sip, gulp. This is really good. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
By the way, I slipped an aphrodisiac in there.
You what? You are fucking me right now!
Oh my god! Wow, that stuff works really fast. Isn't it? It's from my sister. She says it to me all the time. This is made from some really good leaves. It's called marijuana or something.
As our large truck driving by seemed to catch her off guard. She was clearly a bit jittery, unsurprisingly, all things considered.
They do construction at this hour?
Yeah, we get close to the end of the year, they do all the kind of pointless work out here. It's like this every night. I've been sleeping like crap because of it.
That sounds really annoying. Sip.
Time passed us by at a snail's pace. Shinozaki continued to sip her tea, never once removing either hand from the warm cup. She definitely had something on her mind. Something had happened. It was written all over her face.
Are you fighting with your parents or something?
Don't worry. Don't worry. They know I'm here.
They do?
Yeah.
Shinozaki was in my room. I've dreamed about this before, but never thought it would actually happen. Yes! Score! Score one for Yoshiki. Okay, but... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. He just drops his pants down. He's like, what are you gonna do now? Just kinda wanna know, like, what you're doing here this late. Did something happen?
You could say that.
Seriously? You wanna go back to Heavenly Host right now?
So have acting is, admittedly, this wasn't entirely unexpected. Shinozaki may be a lot of things, but unpredictable is not among them. She's predictably stupid.
Please?
So you came here to get the stone from me.
Yeah, the EVERAFTER stone I stole from Nico.
Come on, Shinozaki, think about it. Yeah, the stone's got all glowy, so they probably send you over. What are you actually able to accomplish once you get there? Well, you're stuck again and can't get out. You'll die. If you die over there, your existence will be erased over here. You'll be gone.
Try to be as strong as commanding as I could possibly muster. I need to realize what a bad idea this was.
I don't care if I'm a race. I just want to save our friends. And also, come on. If we don't do this, then there won't be anything in this game. It'll just be us talking, and it'll be so boring.
Oh, you're right. This game's all about blood, murder, and panties. We only have one of those things if we just stay here. Save them.
The Grimoire, the Book of Shadows. I know where it is.
The book you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, here, look.
She had that autograph thing from Aiko with her and was pointing to the little girl's left arm.
It's been staring
at us in the face this whole time. Look in her hand. That is the Book of Shadows.
You have to look very hard to see it, but... Okay, so she's carrying a book. Fine. Do you have any proof that it's the Book of Shadows?
No, but I don't think it could be anything else.
You don't think?
We just have to go to Heavenly Host and get it back. Then we can save everyone's souls from Nirvana, and we finally resurrect Suzumoto and the others, and not die. And we'll have the true good ending that everybody wanted.
How could I argue with that.
There were so many assumptions being made, but she was so sure of herself, so certain that this would work, she wasn't about to listen to reason.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yuzaki shook her head furiously like some sort of violent shudder. It was almost like she was trying to shake something loose from her mind.
But can these rocks actually take us back to Heavenly Host? Girl, NicoB, was it? There's something just not quite right about her, don't you think?
Well, we won't know until we test them, now will we? If they do work, the souls of our friends are on the line. I believe we have a real chance of saving them.
Shinozaki.
She still had deep scars along her arms and legs and neck. Anyone could tell at a glance that she just recovered from a serious accident. She's not so self-assured, so self-confident, but it was hard to take any of that seriously. It's the first time in my life I found myself tearing up over someone and not being embarrassed I was crying. Honestly, it was surprised me even how deeply I cared about Shinozaki and how much I just didn't want to lose her. My eyes were getting hot and glazed and I felt utterly helpless.
I can't talk about this with anyone else, but you trust me, Kishinuma, don't you?
Fuck no!
I was at a complete loss for words. I found myself literally scratching my head, trying to come up with a good answer. So Shinozaki, she'd come with me for moral support, for encouragement, for peace of mind. It was really the first time she'd ever truly relied on me, ever truly counted on me. I knew then what I had to do. Time to get naked.
Damn it, you know what? We went through in that piece of shit at school. So tell me what might be waiting for us over there now. If you're sure about this, we should do it. Honestly, I have no idea what the hell you're thinking. But I promise you one thing, and I tend to deliver on that.
What one thing?
That I'd protect you, no matter what.
Look at her face, was like,
Ew, no.
Shinozaki and I stared at each other's eyes for a moment, each of us trying to figure out the other out.
Don't worry, everything will be okay.
Try to force a smile.
For I am Yoshiki. Nothing can kill me.
Shinozaki had basically curled up into a ball at this point, her tiny body collapsed in on itself for support, but now all of a sudden she unfurled herself and glared at me. I could tell she was mad or happy or what. Her eyes were either like daggers or saucers. I couldn't really make out which. Maybe she come here expecting me to actually shoot down her ideas or something. Maybe she thought she'd be alone in this. Maybe she figured out what I was up to. Maybe she's been expecting me to say exactly what I said to her. And maybe it annoyed her? Either way, tears began to explode from her eyes, and so quickly that red bags were forming under them almost instantly. She then turned her back to me with all with this one seemingly unconscious spin of her body.
Shinozaki, are you okay?
During the day, you remember when you patted my head?
She seemed like she was trying her hardest not to let herself cry, though it wasn't exactly working.
Huh? I did?
Yeah, you don't remember?
She paused, seemingly waiting for me to answer. But I had no idea what to say, and absolutely didn't want to say the wrong thing, so I just stood there like a dolt.
Never mind, if you don't remember, that's fine.
I just turned back to face me, her eyes, tears mostly dry. Still a little self-conscious about crying, though she kept her eyes closed, a tail frown belying her confidence. There's obviously something between the lines for me to read here, so...
But the hell if I knew what it was. Here, let me see your stone.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Shinozaki removed the EVERAFTER stone from her pocket and placed it squarely in my hand. Pushing next to my stone, stared intently at these two. This is the turning point. What I did next could decide our fates. I couldn't mess this up. Outside my window, I could still hear the sound of the construction vehicles driving by. Shouldn't we, I don't know, wait for other people to join us? Not just do this by ourselves? It's now or never.
What was that? That's like a lion.
As closest to one saw as much as I could, I opened the window and chucked the two stones out into the road. Oh, that was the window opening.
Hey!
Timed it perfectly, and my aim couldn't have been better. Another truck was just about to pass by, and the stones were immediately in its path. The sound I heard was a satisfying crunch. It was the sound of delicate glass-like rocks breaking into tiny pieces.
Oh! Yoshiki saves the day again. Oh! Brr! Yeah!
Fuck yeah, Yoshiki! Shinozaki had rushed over to the window and directly witnessed the fate of the afterstones. As soon as the truck drove over him, she collapsed to her knees.
Like I said, I'll protect you no matter what I have to. Go!
Couldn't even finish my sentence before Shinazaki's palm slammed my face with incredible force. A loud smack of flesh on flesh echoed through it. Side of my fist immediately in pain. I began rubbing it with my hand, so I looked into Shinazaki's eyes. face was filled with tears and her nose was running. She was breathing so heavily, her shoulders were bobbing up and down.
I never should have trusted you.
Saki, listen,
It's wrong to believe you'd help me. I should have known better.
She's absolutely hysterical with rage.
You think I could just stand by and let you go back there? Back there? Do you remember the shit that happened back there?
I don't know. It was like over 2 years ago. I can't remember that far back.
It's my turn to fire back now. I was certain I'd done the right thing.
How do you even know for sure that book is there? How do you intend to get it back from that girl once you got there? Going over there without a plan would be certain death.
I hate you. You're an ass, a delinquent, a worthless piece of shit.
Leave me with those hurtful words. Shizaki then pushed the basket and ran out the door, crying like a child the whole way. Stood back, again, rubbing my cheek where I'd been slapped.
Ugh, I just got bitch slapped. A worthless piece of shit? Ow. No, come on.
Dude, Yoshiki did the right thing, alright?
Please, please, God, where are they?
Oh. Is that you, Sparkles?
Found them. They're okay, but they were run over by a truck.
Why would that matter? Those aren't just any old stones.
You.
Oh, he's got his hoodie down. The method is in your grasp now. Wrested from the opposition. Now it's time to indulge in what you've won. To push forward and put that method to the test. You can make the jump now. You're so much more than those filthy peasants. You can surpass them. You can interject your own will into the fabric of this world.
Are you on my side then?
Shizaki!
Kishinuma.
I'm miles ahead of this trash.
What'd you say, bitch? Huh? Who the hell? It's a guy past first Shizaki's place. Wow, it's got a really douchey sounding voice. She's still intact? Fuck! This thing's made of, anyway. That crunching sound, isn't it? Damn it. Shizaki, give them to me.
No!
This has to stop. You can't go over there. How many times do you think you can cheat death before death wins?
No! No! No, I don't want it, no!
Hand them over, damn it!
No!
Holy, what the? God! Holy, what the supernatural powers?
Huh?
Bad dog. Ayumi, you asked if I was on your side. I am. I'm your guardian. I'm your guardian. I was Inoe's, your sister's protege. I owe a lot to her. My name is Mitsuo Karaya, or of the Yagoro Society.
You were my sisters?
Good girl. You remember the chant to unlock their powers, don't you? Then let's get started. Let me see those stones.
Okay, here you go. I'm so dumb.
Haha, demon power is mine. You're so stupid. Jesus power is unleashed. Hold on tight to me, and here, a good luck charm. Don't lose it. A ball. Damitsua's charm, the Argus cube.
Shizaki, don't go. Don't.
I'm sorry. You don't need to worry about me anymore.
Shizaki.
You should live the life out of a peasant. It's only fitting.
Stop.
Whatever, I don't give a fuck. For I am Alter Joshua.
Hermano, I summon the dead.
Shinazaki!
Wonder if I'll end up sucking Yoshiki in there. Oh, nope, I guess not.
This can't be happening. Shizaki. Shizaki! Damn it! Why? God damn it! Why can't I have superpowers? You're so fucking stupid!
Where am I?
Where do you think, dum-dum?
This stench, this heaviness.
Oh yeah, baby. You go back. It also even looks like the place we started in the first game.
It's Heavenly Host. Huh? Masudo? Where are you?
I'm around. Somewhere.
The EVERAFTER stones. They're gone!
God, of course they are. Fucking of course they are. Why did you give it to that guy?
'Cause I'm fucking stupid!
Seriously, I'm sorry, I just can't get over how stupid Ayumi is, alright? Her actions are, the actions she takes are always so ridiculous. She never thinks logically.
What do I do now? Masuda's supposed to still have them. But without these stones, I can't get back. Masudo. Nah. I'm all alone in this school again. God. No, I can't start panicking. He's here somewhere. I'll find him. That's just how it happened last time too. Bye.
Hey, how's it going there?
Ah!
Bye. Bugger.
Huh?
Die, kill.
No one is coming to save you. Die, kill, you should just die, curse, hate, do, da, doodly da. Like a pomegranate.
Heads are full of juice.
Welcome to your doom.
It was a stupid idea. Why do you think this is smart?
Cause you're stupid, Ayumi.
I know you're right, Nico. No! Fuck my dick! Ah!
Now I want to go back. Holding Jordan on the blackboard glowing so brightly they seem to be almost blacklit.
Even with Sachiko gone, the mouse remains.
The malice remains. Large quantities of long black hair stuffed into the cabinet. Cause what is up with horror, like Japanese horror games and hair? You know, have you noticed that? Like the Grudge thing, like that all had to be like hair stuff too. It's just like, I guess they think hair is kind of gross. Hair is kind of gross when it like, if you put it, hair's gross when you put it in, like you cut it and you put it in like other shit. Like food or bottles or other stuff. WS Elementary noticed all faculty and students due to recent kidnapping caution is highly recommended during all daily activities. This is a thing we read at the very beginning in the other game. Each instance, the victim was taken quickly and unexpectedly, so please remain alert and aware at all times, which will take Takamine Yanagori. It's because it was actually me killing everybody and doing all the horrible things. Man, you cannot run very far, can you? Come on, little chibi. Ayumi.
Wasn't this dark last time? Ah!
Bell it tolls for thee.
There wasn't a clock like that in here last time either. These things really are different now. Masudo hasn't gone too far. I don't even know his phone number.
Can you think you really get cell reception here?
So I should leave a message for him.
There we go.
Masudo, it's Ayumi. Please call me at doodly 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 doodly. Good enough, I think. Let's see if I can find him anywhere. But before that,
Save my fucking game. Oh my god. That took so long to get to a save point. Well, I have to split it. I'm gonna split this into a few parts, but anyway, hope you all are enjoying it so far. I am for the most part. I still think I mean, I don't know. I think Ayumi's reasons and, logic to coming back here is fucking stupid. I mean, it's one when you do it by accident and don't realize, oh shit, I'm gonna have to go through hell. But this when you actually intentionally do it, I mean, come on, how much did you really care about those guys anyway? All right, Psycho was the dirtiest of dirty whores, and Moshirige, come on, he was taking pictures of dead people's insides, right? He was gonna grow up to be some kind of fucked up. And Mayu, I mean, I don't know. She was, we didn't really get to know much about her to begin with, so we don't really know. So it's like, is she really worth getting? I don't know, we don't really know. We don't really know anything about her. But, I don't know. Amy's crazy. But anyway, for now, guys. Like, review, enjoy. Subscribe now to become Picky Penguin for the SLP. The days are always sunny, the events are always funny. Until next time, guys, stay classy.